I don't understand the wall, man. Like, I don't get the whole.
Oh, it's a symbol, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I get what a wall does. It's sweet. I just don't understand why we don't
Sweet
already
walls.
have one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. Well, it's expensive as dude.
Yeah, but I mean, that's awesome. Like,
Been here for a while.
Yeah, let's go.
Dude, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but doesn't that also help the account, like hiring the workers?
yeah
and
man.
hiring
Build a
all that
fucking
shit?
wall,
Well,
dude.
that's-
Just
and
building a bunch of giant shit helps
it's
out
sweet.
economies.
Well, that's like the democratic idea in terms of like you just put all your people to work and build some shit. And eventually, it pays off in terms of like the
Like that shit when they took El Chapo, supposedly they took El Chapo's money and he's going to build the wall with that. That's hilarious.
Oh, that's actually pretty funny.
Like he had 14 billion in some offshore account. And
Really?
Yeah. And
not gonna-
and Trump was like, I have my hands on 23 billion.
is he allowed to use that?
He passed that bill
Do whatever he
when
wants.
first got in.
What? Where you can steal?
You can seize people's assets
Yeah.
to get in human trafficking and shit like
So
that.
all drug money goes towards the wall.
Trump wants it to, dude.
Yeah.
Damn,
He's,
dude.
he's just gooning the drug money.
Yeah, he signed an executive order that went into effect January 19th. And
What?
that's when the Clinton Foundation went back up on Judicial Watch, and that's when El Chapo started to come down.
Damn.
Yeah, they have tons
Dude,
of money.
My thing is, if they want to shut down the drug war, they could do that like tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean that Johan Hari dude, he was on Rogan again talking
Was
about the
he?
drug war. Yeah,
Yeah, they could shut that down instantly. If
it
they
makes
want,
no sense, dude.
it's over.
I don't like how the people are like Trump thinks the world's like Sicario. It's like it fucking is, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
At his level too,
talk to the dudes that were in like the Zeta gang or the Zeta gang or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
dude.
Like,
Imagine how like so
they're
I have
little
like,
like teenage kids blowing.
Oh, yeah,
they
for sure.
shoot. They have to shoot people in the head.
Yeah.
and then like people in like BuzzFeed will be like Trump's alt right vision of the world. He gets his news from Sicario. It's like, dude, Sicario is probably not even close to how bad it really is.
That documentary was wild on Netflix. With the did you watch it?
Which one?
It was like a documentary. It was like inside the real narcos or some shit. And like, dude, there's just fucking heads on streets.
Bro, we've talked about it a couple times. The main board, this website I go to, has had a fucking cartel thread since like 2009 where they're posting like
Live leaks?
pictures and live. Dude,
Oh my god.
it is fucking insane.
Oh, this shit
Did you
It
see
is crazy.
Ozarks?
yeah.
Like when the kids pulling the live leak up?
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
nuts.
Dude, there
just
was one
wild.
video. It was fucking sick. It was a cartel hit, and you can see them all fucking doing coke.
Yeah.
Right out, like they all hop out of their fucking truck, do coke, take out Uzis, and just murder.
I always wonder,
insane,
like, dude, how much fun are they having?
Yeah.
They're having the most
Like, if you have
fun, dude.
all the coke you could possibly want, you don't really know.
They're living out your paintball fantasy,
pretty much,
like with
Yeah.
real bullets.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gotta be fun.
and zero consequences outside of eventually you definitely get your head cut off.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
But you know it's
Or
coming.
shot, yeah.
The cartel is total war.
Total war all
Yeah,
time,
like
all the
it's
time.
everyone.
Damn.
Dude, there's missing women. There's dudes that are like knocking up girls and killing the girl and they're taking the baby and then just kill the girl, chop the
Damn.
body up. They have the police get rid of the body.
Why don't they want any baby mamas?
MLB, dude.
Dude, the cartels,
Yeah, money of a bitches for real.
the cartels own the Mexican government. Like the
Yeah,
police
that
work
I've
for
heard,
the
yeah.
cartel. So
Yeah.
it's like people are like, oh, Mexico, no wall. It's like, dude, the whole country's bad.
I have heard it's very corrupt. I heard their government's like crazy. And that was was that the Johan Hari book where the guy somehow the grandmom goes all the way to the Capitol and they just shoot her on the steps and
Yep.
fucking take her down?
Yeah.
That shit's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
like the angel.
Bad hombres.
Bad hombres, dude, for real. That's what I mean. Like, Trump can't win. Like, the media just attacks him. But, like, if the media didn't attack him and he was saying this stuff, and, like, regular people just kind of looked at it, into it, they'd be like, oh, yeah, there's bad hombres.
There are some bad fucking.
They're taking
hombres.
13-year-olds and turning them into killers, dude. That's bad hombre.
It's a fucking it's a textbook bad hombre.
Yeah.
That's a bad
There's a dude living in solitary confinement. There's a dude in his 20s living in solitary confinement for the rest of his life because when they let him out, the cartels immediately try to assassinate him. So he's in prison. He's still alive. He ratted. He tattled.
Damn.
And
He's a motto.
he's
dude.
6'9", yeah. And they have to keep him in solitary because last time they let him out, someone knifed his neck. But he lived. Yeah.
Imagine being in control of a bunch of just murderers.
Well, we did it. Apparently on the Johan Hari thing, they were talking about how we wanted to fight the cartels. So we took a bunch of Mexicans and we trained them like SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, they still
And they
split off.
immediately defected.
That's the Zetas, right?
SEAL Team Sace, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. Bad
lads.
hombres.
Is that the
Fucking
Zetas
bad
or
lads,
something?
dude. Yeah, the Zetas, yeah.
Zetas, dude. We trained
Yeah.
them to be like, and they just like, okay, thanks for the weapons and technology. We're gonna start smuggling.
We
drugs.
trained an elite force, dude. And they were like, see ya. Thanks.
Just have all
Well, that's the
camo
thing.
Abercrombie
How did the
and
United
Fitch.
States government not go take them down?
They constantly do this. This is what Bin Laden was.
Yeah, but I'm saying exactly, and that you're saying
They just keep an eye on
They
them.
set them up, and they're like, all right, let's go fucking. They could
Matt,
easily,
you know, dude.
They
that-
could wipe those guys
Matt,
right
know
out.
this,
Matt,
dude.
you
Come
know
on, man.
this.
You
So
know
they
this,
train
dude.
them to run to keep the drugs coming in to
You
get it
know
away
what's
from the,
going
They
on,
got it away
dude.
from the CIA.
How's that black pill taste?
Dude, I fucking munch black pills, dude.
How's that black pill?
You're not
dude?
telling me nothing, dude. I'm just rephrasing it for the fucking.
I
masses.
love. It's so funny to just see straight from the source where Matt's getting these.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Just sitting in a truck with you two maniacs.
The frustration.
3-hour phone calls on Blue Parrots all day long.
Yeah, me and Billy are
If
in
someone wants to
constant
hack our phones,
communication.
they can listen to this. It's way worse.
You gotta set up
though.
a video feed that goes like
Negative.
fucking 9 to
No.
5.
Negative, dude.
No,
Way,
yeah.
way.
SDI
All
would tank.
right, dude. Very dark.
Oh fuck, man. I got a book. I got a new book.
What
going.
you reading on?
I think I was telling you about it. Dope Sick.
Oh
About-
yeah. Reading about the heroin, dude.
I didn't know it was I-81. The highway like by my house is like heroin highway.
Is it really?
That's what they called it in the book.
Jesus
The
Christ.
highway that goes through Mechanicsburg. Heroin highway, dude.
Damn.
That's what we're doing.
So is it coming? Is it like coming west to east or going east to west?
It is. It's from Oxycontin.
Gotcha.
And then it's from like the Appalachian. Oh, like which way is the drugs run?
yeah.
I think Connecticut for a little,
Okay.
but it's
makes sense.
It's all
Yeah,
pills and
Appalachia's
shit.
fucked up, dude.
Appalachian mountains. It's like all.
Dude.
And then I watched. I made Claire watch fucking Heroin with me. There's a show. There's a documentary on Netflix about this
Really?
lady that just goes around and fucking gives people overdosing Narcan. It's fucking wild.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
literally dead. She'll hit them with Narcan and they'll sit up and be like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, a lot of people are getting Pulp Fiction, dude. A lot of people. There's all that fentanyl and shit, and there's dude. I was talking to someone the other
There was
day.
a batch in this book. It talks about the same town that the documentary's in. 26 fucking people OD'd in one day.
God
From
damn,
one batch, dude.
dude.
They were partying.
I knew someone who didn't go out like that, but someone was literally just telling me the other night that like they were on their way home, and they're like partying and drinking all night with their friends, and someone's like, "Yo," like it was like 3 a.m. They're like, "You want a little bump of coke?" And they're like, "Yeah, let me get that." Turned out to be ketamine.
Oh.
He had to call his girlfriend and be like, he had his friend explain like, he thought he was doing one drug that you didn't like. It turns out it was another drug that you didn't like, and now he's in a K-hole and he can't come home.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that just like, I was like, "What'd you do?" He's like, "I just sat there and mean mugged everybody. I couldn't move. I just sat there and just looked at everyone like." I'm like, dude, that fucking sucks.
Dude, it's so funny to call them party.
I tell everyone, I'm like, "Yo, dude,
Like, saying that it's party time. Like
party
the
time for
fucking
heroin is so
party.
fucking
Heroin
funny."
party time is the shit. We were talking. That's what we talked about. Like a halfway house.
Oh my
Just
god,
dudes getting a hold of heroin and then partying in the halfway, like 10 dudes just nodding out in a room. Like, yes, dude, tonight's gonna be sick. We snuck heroin in.
I mean, it's got to be like, well, it's got to be funny too to like think of that. So you got a bunch of people in a halfway house. Someone snuck like a couple 8-balls in. Someone got like some fucking skag going. People are shooting up, sniffing coke. Then like there's just like top 40 dance hits playing, and people are like,
Then what? Yeah. Then what? It's like we get fucked
there's
up.
just like Ed Sheeran playing in the background, and they're like, "I fucking love this song."
bunch of dudes that got out of jail just sleeping. Good night.
Yeah, it's got to be fucking wild, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's-
like I just wonder, like, I wonder how hard people, because there's like people are puking left and right, probably.
What, during party time?
Yeah, dude.
People are dying, dude. People are literally just laying there dead. It's party time, dude.
That's definitely. I always imagine that as like when you see the movie like Blade, when everyone's like at an underground rave. It's like that's that in real life, and everyone's just like, "Oh God, oh I can't breathe. Call my mom." Oh. If you do a high dose
Bunch of
of
vampires in trench coats, like, I think I'm dying. Anytime I go to Kensington now, you see everybody just standing around nodding out. I'm just like, dude, it's party
Party
that guy's
time, dude.
partying right now. That's a sick party to get high as fuck and stand by yourself on the side of the road and just be like, oh fuck.
just stand outside the McDonald's and like watch the bus go by again. You're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the next one. Fuck yeah, it's party time."
That's awesome. To imagine heroin users are having fun and this is a party.
What I mean, that might be the allure of heroin. If you're dipping out, you probably just hear the Dancing Queen in your head. It's like the ABBA song. It's like, "There are the dancing
dude.
queens."
While you're nodding, just it's cold. You're in gym shorts. It's raining. You're just
Your head just plays ABBA on a loop. That's probably the allure of heroin. You go into a state where your head just blasts ABBA inside, and you're like, I am the dancing queen.
Yes, dude.
Yes, dude.
Sick review.
That'll be tight.
Damn. What else you got? You got any more theories here?
Dude, I've just been chilling, man. Doing me. You know how I do it. Listen
Hell
to my
yeah.
audiobooks. The drug war book is fucking cool. That's interesting to listen to. There was a lady who, it was in Juarez, and her daughter was like 14 and started like dating this guy. Dude eventually like got her pregnant and like murdered her with a hammer. The mom was like super pissed, dude. The madre was
The
just
Madre
like,
was pissed no one
Madre
plunged
was-
out that cum.
I mean, yeah, someone could have got behind him and done that, but the mom was like, "You just bashed my daughter's head in," and went to him. Apparently, he was a Zeta. No one knew. They didn't know
Yeah.
this. So like, she like went and approached him. Nothing happened. Went to the police. They were like, "Yeah, chill the fuck out." And then she eventually found him in like the Mexico City or some like state capital or whatever the fuck they were. Went to like the Capitol steps and like went to the governor. Like, you have to do something. And he was just kind of like, "Chill, lady." He shut the door, like shut her out, and someone came up and just shot her in the back of the head, and then they took
Nice.
her away. Yeah, it's fucking wild to think about Mexico.
The
They've totally lost control. Like, it's totally
Yeah.
gone. They have no control.
the gangs are really scary.
She went to, like, she, like, was telling her story, like, this is a guy that murdered my daughter with a hammer, and the guy literally was like, thank you, shut the door, and someone came out, was like, pop, and dragged her off.
Ugh.
Dude, that shit is fucking wild.
Yeah, I told you the main board had a fucking
Yeah.
thread on that for like 6 years of just like every once in a while it would get bumped back to the front page and you'd see like just dudes crucified on the streets and like dudes fucking like heads off, dicks
Yeah.
in their mouths. There was one time, I think it might have been the Zetas, that they had a truck full of dead bodies, like full of dead bodies. Not like a pickup truck, like a fucking truck, an
Yeah.
18-wheeler,
Jesus
like
Christ.
like a U-Haul van, and they were just throwing bodies out onto the highway for miles. Like, dude, they're fucking animals down there.
They have an interview with this one guy who was in the Zetas.
Build a wall.
Dude, they had this
You
guy.
better build a wall.
He was in the Zetas, and I think they got, when he was 14, he joined. He like went to this guy, I forget the guy's name, Sevilla or something. He went to this guy's house and was like chilling with his older cousin. And this is what he says. There's like two stories, but he says that he like snuck in the truck and then like got there and was like, sick. I wanted to meet this guy, and they were killing someone. They're like, well, we'll kill you unless you shoot someone and join up with us. So from the time he was like, he said most of the people who kill people are like 14 to like 21ish. He's like, they use a lot of like
That's
child
sick.
soldiers. Yeah. So he's
Kind of
just
like ISIS used those kids.
yeah. So he was
4-year-olds.
he was just rolling around. He's like from like 14 to 21, just snorting coke, shooting people, doing like burning people alive. And he was like, it's every day you wake up.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have to kill someone every fucking day.
Damn, it sucks. I don't remember any of the other fucking names. It was like the Monterey cartel. The names of the cartels.
Yeah,
And the
well,
Zetas now.
So then, the Zetas was the one they were talking. There's like a bunch of them. I forget them too. But the guy was basically saying like there's certain routes for like smuggling that like go through different routes of the get in the United States, and they're like, if you have that route, it's like you just fucking run everything, and then so the whole time it's like trying to kill each other over routes, so it's like never ending.
yeah.
So if they were just
That's
like,
why we need a wall, dude.
well, if they were just like, well, fuck it, it's all legal, then they're done, they're fried.
Or
Then
if we build a wall to stop the cartels,
Dude, they're gonna dig under. It's never gonna stop.
we're gonna stop them.
They're never gonna stop.
We're gonna stop them.
We gotta build like a nice slotted fence.
We're gonna build a wall. We're gonna stop it.
Yeah.
What happens when the wall's there?
Tunnel.
Nope.
Tunnel.
Nah, we increase security.
Mail, flying it in, driving it in through mattresses.
We're stopping that.
Now, if we put dudes on ATVs behind a wall, we'll definitely shut down
Shut
the
it
drug
down.
war.
Shut it down. One of the cartel, I think it wasn't El Chapo. One of them had a fucking submarine.
Dude, these guys
Yeah,
have
they're
more
fucking
money than
nuts.
God.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. That's hilarious, though. He has a sub.
There was some really fucking
Well, no,
crazy shit.
what they do is they get I think now this isn't as effective because they used to be able to just walk across from America into Juarez, no problem. And if you're American, you're just like, hey, I'm American. They go on right back. So they would recruit kids. Like a lot of kids would go to Mexico to hang out, and they'd recruit American Mexican kids to be their little mules, and then that way you're back and forth all the time, and it's like no problem. But then they use those kids, so they recruit American Mexican kids, and then they use them to go to the States and kill their rivals' family who live in the United States.
Sick.
So the guy was like, I was like going to like colleges and like murdering people, he's like, I don't want to talk about what I did in the States. It was really fucked up.
Yeah. And America's pretty complicit with all this shit. Like there's banks and shit all along the border and
Yeah, dude.
it's
It's
a real problem.
nah, but if they get that wall up, dude, it's gonna be
The wall's gonna shut it
done,
down.
dude. It's fucking
All
done.
we need is a wall.
We need a physical wall
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck getting over that.
Good luck flying or mailing drugs or like using your millions or billions of dollars to maybe start like a trucking company and outfit trucks with a couple kilos of cocaine. You'll never get around that wall, dude.
Not a 15-foot
that
wall.
wall's gonna fucking X-ray scan everything.
Not a 15-foot wall. You're not getting around that with
That's
$1 million.
the dumbest fucking thing.
I know.
That drives me fucking crazy.
That's a bad one.
Well, that sounds sick. If you really couldn't stand Mexicans, I was like, yo, I'm gonna build a wall that's gonna block all Mexicans. You'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. Fire that thing up. Fire that wall.
Yeah, I don't. It's tough to defend the wall.
It's tough.
Whatever. I mean, anything that bothers liberals is kind of funny to me.
That is funny. That is the funny part.
So every once in a while, I'll be like, yeah, fucking build it, dude. Get the wall. I can't believe you didn't say that.
It sucks for people who are that dumb who can't, like, latch onto the irony of that.
You know what's interesting?
Well represented. There's a ton of, like, different kinds of people in there.
It's a whole world of shit.
It's fucking...
It has nothing to do with race. You're just shitty.
No, dude.
Yeah.
That was my thing, too. I'm driving around. I'm like, dude... Try hitting one. Like, I get the concept of white privilege when I think a lot of it has to do with just like money and economics, but like hit one. I'm watching these dudes walking down the street, like just, some of the guys weren't even nodding out. Like one guy was like selling fruit. He had like a little stand. I'm like looking at him. I'm like this guy in his head is just like, I know people buy fruit. I just put it in little containers and sell it. I make enough money, but like hitting that guy with fucking
buy more fruit.
Hit that guy with white privilege and just watch them be like, huh?
Yeah. Well, Well, that's because obviously white privilege, like you said, is the real white privilege is economic.
Sure, yeah. But out in my head, I'm
generational wealth, where it's like everybody in your family has gone to college or like
sure, exactly.
Because other races weren't allowed.
Dude, I was watching these guys just like, damn, dude, like, did you guys like fall from grace at one point, or did you like since your family's been in America? Just no one for fucking
shitty.
5 generations could just climb out of this muck. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking crazy.
Well, all it takes is one retarded ancestor.
Shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves. 2 generations.
So one, like, say your first family when they arrived in America had 4 brothers.
Yeah.
One of them was a retarded guy.
Sure.
The 3 brothers went off and did their own thing. The retarded guy was just like, I'm going to live here.
Stuck in the muck.
I fucked a drunk retarded lady at a bar.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's a lot of problems too with like even with DHS. It's like
maybe I should get into eugenics.
Well, that was the big thing.
That's
back
what they
in the
did.
day.
Yeah, they were like, "Fucking, we gotta nip all these guys in the bud.
We gotta stop this." Well, that was like it was like what like feeble mindedness. And all that
bad
shit.
boys on TikTok. You gotta fucking
you're gonna
chemically castrate them.
Shut them down, dude.
Yeah. They can't be getting sniz.
They're getting sniz.
They're getting so much sniz.
Well, that's the thing called dysgenesis, where they think like we kind of are slowly getting dumber and dumber.
Maybe.
In large numbers, there's like obviously we're getting smarter.
See Idiocracy?
Exactly. That's that's based off a thing
yeah, of course,
kind of happening.
Sure.
Nobody likes to talk about it, but it's like
definitely true. If you're you don't have a car, you're landlocked, you're just stuck in some fucking.
It's Mad Max. You're like Mad Max. At
of
some
course,
point.
you're gonna be fucking.
Oh, that's true.
It's like I gotta get money and I gotta get head.
Well, it's also like, I mean, think about I don't know.
I could also see fucking a sibling at that point. I understand that. Banging a cousin.
You're
stuck in a fucking shitty trailer all day.
Also, dude, I mean, again, I'm coming down Kensington Ave this morning. Every chick that I see is like least clothes possible. 8 in the morning, just like, and dude, there's literally like women there who are unsuccessfully trying to sell themselves. Like I'm driving by the corner and there's a lady like kind of dipping out, like looking into my car, and I'm just like, I can honestly be like, no, thank you. I'm cool on that. Yeah. Dude, it's like, it's fucking.
Hey, honey, you want AIDS?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no.
No, I'm good on that.
But you want an STD you didn't even imagine?
And any like younger girl who's like somewhat attractive you see is just like tiny half shirt, ass hanging out. And it's like, that's the currency.
She's up there.
Dude, this is like real deal.
Yeah, of course.
This is like, if I have, like, almost you have to do it.
Yeah, man, that's
some level.
What a world,
dude!
But hey, the Eagles won the Super Bowl that one time.
Exactly, they all worth
everyone
got it.
It was all worth it. It must have been party time in Kensington,
dude.
When the Birds won,
bro,
the fucking dosages were up.
Oh, the bag, dude. People were fucking. Oh my god, dude!
Just nodding extra hard. Just
give me that fentanyl, dude.
Hey. How many Eagles chants do you think didn't get finished?
Oh, look all of them up there.
A lot of them stopped at G.
How many people missed the end of the Super Bowl? They're just like,
oh my god. How many people in Philly missed the end of the Super Bowl was probably
due to fucking opiates.
Insane level.
I would think they got their hands on some fucking meth. Probably got their hands on some Christina,
They're
dude.
fucking gonna up the dose tonight. They're gonna fire
Yeah,
up.
if you're at Super Bowl night, you're gonna
You can
fucking
get some uppers.
you're gonna hit some
And
Christina.
then after
dude.
after the win,
Take it down a notch.
let's
dude.
lower it down. Let's turn the lights down a little.
Dude, that shit this morning, that was like fucking crazy seeing that shit.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't. Yeah,
It's rough.
I couldn't believe it.
It's rough to see. See the crisis in person when you see the fucking opioid crisis.
yeah.
It's wild.
And again, just fucking people who are poor. It's like, dude,
Yeah, man.
that strain of people has been around forever. And I'm
Forever.
sure it changes. I'm sure it mutates and like people get out of that and they get up and then some people fall down into it. But
Sure.
there has to be OG poors who have just been
Always.
forever poor, dude.
Day one.
Entire lineage. Poor as fuck.
The Untouchables. It's a whole cast of fucking. Yeah, man. That's Well, I was telling you that fucking book, Dope Sick, that every book I have, I read the first 30 pages, and then I'm
What'd you
like,
get?
Yeah,
What'd you get for the first
I'm
30?
reading that right now. I've been reading that for 3 years now. Just more people are dying from the opioid crisis than AIDS in its prime,
Yeah, that's
and
something.
that, it's like a huge fucking epidemic.
That's something I get a lot of pushback from at school, where they're always like, and again, this is just that pretty much very tied in with the Creek and Cave, where like they talk about the opioid crisis, and they're like, someone always has to be like,
Well, now that it's white people,
now that it's white people,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. And
Of
it's
course.
like, okay, fair enough. However, this is why I always say, I'm like, I totally get that. My thing is like the crack epidemic was 30 years ago. So
Yeah.
we're obviously more advanced in terms of stuff. It's definitely white people. Also, it was given to people by their doctors.
Yeah.
So again, these same people who are like just sitting there doing TikToks, not necessarily like investigating
Yeah.
side effects and shit.
This is what happens. They fake hurt their neck at work
Yeah, exactly.
so they could make more TikToks.
And then
they go home, and the doctor's like, "Here, take this for your fake neck injury."
the doctors secretly gave them heroin.
That's another thing. The doctors
Different. It is different. I tell
in the
people
book,
that.
it talks about all the the pharmaceutical reps and like how they sold it to the
sure.
doctors, and they were like, "It's non-addictive. OxyContin's totally non-addictive. Like rarely addictive. Like all that."
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And then these doctors were just dishing it out.
Well, they also blame it on the what is it, the Merkel family? Everyone blames it on whatever they're called.
I know who you're talking about.
They all
yes.
blame it on that one
Purdue, it's like Purdue Pharma and the
Merkel or something. There's some family that they always say like, and these guys were
Sackler.
Sackler. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
a
the
Sackler
Sackler
family. That's what
family?
it is. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
the Sacklers. They blame where I got Merkel from. They blame it on the
Merkel, Germany.
Sacklers. What is it?
Angela Merkel. Angela.
I don't know.
Merkel.
Oh, is that the Germany lady?
Fucking new
She
Hitler.
had her fucking hands in it.
She's the
dude.
new Hitler. That's the name of America. We have president. Germans have Hitlers.
That's the new really.
She's the
Oh, that's the new
She's
German
elected
Hitler.
new Hitler.
Dude, they all like blame that family, and I'm like, you're telling me these fucking like doctors, pharmaceutical companies, all of the research and lab assistants weren't able to look at the chemical compound
No,
and
they
be
found
like,
out. They knew.
so they exactly.
Like early,
But they
figured
blame it
out.
on they all blame it on the Sacklers. It's like, ooh, so these companies have
Oh,
these
yeah.
fucking people who know they're chemists, and they weren't like looking at this thing, being like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
this is
exactly
heroin.
like street heroin.
This is heroin.
So it's like, or enough to know like how they do. That was basically like how they do all the weird research drugs. They'll have like instead of LSD, it'll be like 2,3-CB, all that bullshit, and the same with like spice and K2. They
Yeah.
did that with heroin. They a research chemical basically that was very very similar,
Yeah.
and then gave it to
Like,
people
it's going to help you with your pain.
through a doctor. And
Yeah,
it's
man.
people, and it's like it is different. Like I get it. They're changing the crime laws around it and all that stuff. But again, that was 30 years ago.
Started with like morphine and stuff back in, and then what was it? It wasn't morphine, but it was along that like cocaine. I forget what they
Dilaudid?
did. Dilaudin?
It was Dilaudid.
It was something where Civil War soldiers were
Oh,
all
yeah.
fucking junkies.
What the fuck was it? It was morphine.
Like
I think.
veterans, there's a word for it too. I'm forgetting it now, but it was
Yeah.
like soldier's disease. Was basically like you were nodding, you were
nodding
fucked
out.
up.
That's hilarious.
Because all the veterans were coming back and they didn't know what PTSD was.
So they hit him with some
So they were
fucking
just
feet,
like,
hit him
here,
with
take some
morphine.
fucking morphine, dude. Chill.
Hey, what was the other stuff? There's morphine.
And a lot of Southern ladies, a lot of fucking. It affected the like middle and upper class because women lost all their husbands and shit, and they were all sad.
so they started taking it.
started fucking.
Well, apparently it wasn't as strong. Like pre-drug war, you would just get
Probably
like
not.
you get like a real weak solution of it. Once they made it illegal, you want to have it stronger and
morphine-
stronger so you can sneak it over basically.
the morphine that they were getting was Yeah, it was strong.
I mean, it's strong,
It
but
was strong enough to get like addicted.
Oh, of course,
And, like,
for sure. Did
yeah.
you ever smoke opium before?
No.
Every now and again, when I was younger, my boys would get their hands on just like straight opium. Yeah, and you're just like smoking a bowl, and like it doesn't. You're not like nodding out, fucked up on heroin.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't tell people to go smoke opium. But it's like
I'll smoke some opium. Get
it's not
a
as
den.
refined. It's not as refined.
Get a nice den.
Get it, dude.
Just fucking
smoke
lounge.
some ope, dude. I always wonder. I'm like, was that really like where the fuck were people getting opium from? Now thinking about that, but it definitely smelled different. Like it wasn't hash. I remember like it had like a distinct smell and stuff.
Was there any Chinese dudes at the Wawa? Was there a Chinese dude at the Wawa with a super long pipe?
A couple gremlin dealers.
Yeah, man. Where are we at time-wise?